Our studio in Newport Beach, California. Welcome to another edition of the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show. Sometimes scattered, but always edgy. We're an authentic take on sports talk. Rated R. Chab Dog brings you Eric, the Well-Read, Frank, the Tank, Brian from Sports Rock, and special guests. We're here to talk sports. We're here to rant and vent. We're here to take it up another notch. Now here's your host, Chab Dog.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Chab Dog Sports Talk. We're on every Sunday from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Brought to you by Chabner Law, serving Southern California's transactional and business legal needs, and by Chab Dog Sports Blog on Facebook. Type in Chab Dog into the Facebook search tool, and you'll find us. We're covering sports every day, at least whenever things are happening, and you'll find a lot of interesting and insightful comments about pro football and college football right now. Not much else to talk about. And got Eric, the Well-Read Sauve here, my co-host on. How you doing, Eric?
Hey, Chab Dog. Fantastic.
Yeah, we're I don't know, are we in winter now or are we still in fall? Is it winter, fall until the the third week of December?
Correct.
Is that how it works?
The solstice occurs around the 20th, 21st, 22nd, depending on the year. So we're at the end of fall, but it's winter's nigh. Yeah,
kind of a little bit of an annoying time. When I get up in the morning, I'm always thinking it's going to be cold, kind of uncomfortable, and then I go outside for a walk the dog, and I'm comfortable for about 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden I get hot, and it's just. I'm not a big fan of that kind of weather.
No, because you got to dress
one way or another
with a sweatshirt and sweatpants, and then after 5 minutes of walking around, you prefer to be in a t-shirt and shorts.
Sweatpants.
Yeah. You wear pants, right?
And that can be hard when you're wearing underwear under the pants and no shorts.
Well, underwear goes outside the pants. Remember we played that?
That would be a really attractive look, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would kind of mess up the hiring process. You go for an interview at McDonald's and your underwear is outside the pants.
I get a lot of. I think I'd get a lot of sneers from my wife if I tried that. When you're married, you can't get away with very much. It's like everything you do is under a microscope.
Dude, you get a lot of sneers as it is, so I don't really know you could do any more. Could you?
Well, today I lucked out because I was walking Bingo, and usually he poops in the same place, and it's usually a spot that's a pretty good spot, like some kind of community land that nobody could get upset about.
Oh, okay.
But today he had an emergency, and he ended up doing it in front of somebody's front door.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's yeah.
It was a little Cleveland steamer, and I managed to get it into the bag and eliminate any trace of it and get Bingo out of there right before the owner opened up his door.
And he ran? And was the owner opening his or her door?
Yeah, the owner came outside, and I was a few yards away and acted like nothing happened.
It's just your luck.
Thank God. Maybe this is my lucky day.
Mm-hmm.
Because, some days you wake up and you can tell things are not going in the right direction, and it doesn't end. And then some days you get lucky. So,
well, it is your lucky day because you know what else happened?
What else happened?
Vontez Burfict got arrested.
Oh, that's justice. I hate that guy.
I know.
He was the guy in the Bengals that
he laid out.
He laid out somebody. Who did he lay out?
Your big wide receiver.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Was it Antonio Brown?
Yeah, Antonio Brown.
Well, Antonio Brown is pretty annoying, but he didn't deserve to get cheap shotted.
What is it, high school game?
Yeah, Vontez Perfect.
Oh.
Yeah, he's perfectly dirty, isn't he?
He sure is. Oh, not as dirty as that high school player earlier this week. Did you see tape on that of the high school player who took out the ref?
Oh yeah, the Texas game with the guy who decked the referee.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I have a client that is in Texas, and he's a football player and an ex-football player, and he sent me that clip, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
That was terrible.
I mean, he got a penalty. He got his friends got him off to the sideline. His teammates got him off to the sideline, and they just came straight at him, with a running start.
Yeah, and he
premeditated.
He was a pretty thick. He wasn't really tall, but he's like a bowling ball, and he just ran over that ref.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's uncalled for.
That's. He should be. I don't know. They got to throw the book at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the old man got a concussion.
I'm not sure what they're going to do besides, maybe they expel him from the team for the year, and then I guess the team lost the game. Right?
Oh, not only did the team lose the game, the team has forfeit the season.
Was that like a championship game or something?
I don't know.
I thought it was maybe for the state championship or something. It was a big game.
Well, it's pretty late in the year, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're calling this Burning December. Tempers are flaring. We're not going into Christmas with all sorts of good cheer and happiness. There's a lot of anxiety out there. It's like free-flowing anxiety.
Frank Fleming joining us from Jersey.
Hey, Tank.
Oh, speaking of anxiety. Is that Frank Fleming?
Oh, area code 602?
Ben right here.
Ben, sorry.
Oh, no. It's Ben Serenana, an old guest that is back calling in, and welcome back to Chab Dog Sports Talk. How are you, Ben?
Pretty good, man. It feels good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, I'd say you had a pretty long sabbatical. When was the last time we had you on?
Oh, man, it had to have been 5 years ago, at least. It's been a long time.
I think I met you at a conference. I think it was like a baseball conference. Is that right?
Yeah, the winter meeting conference, yeah.
Yeah, and did you ever did you do anything in terms of any kind of internships, anything with baseball?
No, it ended up not working out for me. I moved out here to San Jose, started just working a regular job, so but I'm trying to get back into it now. So I'm glad to be back with you.
Yeah, I remember that. That might how time flies. And we had you on once, maybe twice. Maybe it was just once, but it was fun having you on. This is you met Eric Sobe, my co-host.
Hey, Ben.
Yep, Eric, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Sorry, I didn't recognize your area code there for a second. I thought you were Tank calling in.
Yeah, no problem.
Got my numbers crossed. Great to have you.
Yeah, we're going to have to come up with an intro for you next time.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Pure energy.
So where are you? You're in like San Jose, that area, or
yeah, I'm
exactly?
in San Jose. Yep.
You ever get up to San Francisco at all?
Yeah, about 45 minutes away. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are there as many homeless people down your way than there are in San Francisco, or are there no homeless people? This is all made up.
Yes. Nope. 100%. There's just many. They are everywhere.
So it's a mess. It's the restrictions. I assume are pretty intense up there, like they are down here.
Yeah, they just shut down the barbershops, salons, outdoor seating for restaurants. They shut it all down again.
Well, what's Nancy Pelosi going to do?
Oh, she can go to the French Laundry. That didn't close. That's still French Laundry is still open if you're a politician. London Breed or Nancy Pelosi or the like, they can always get out. That's fine. They're our leadership. They need to do what they need to do.
Right.
Yeah, they need to look good. They need to look good. I'm really glad that the mayor of Chicago goes and gets her hair done.
That's the joke.
Yeah, so in fact, Ben, the Niners have to leave town up there because they can't even practice anymore, can they?
Yeah. Yeah, playing the old home game in Arizona. That's got to be nice.
Oh my God!
Arizona plays the home game
I heard
today,
some of the college
Monday night tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The college teams are. I think there's some college teams that have to do that too.
Yep, Stanford can't play here.
Yeah, Stanford won last night too. They
still
beat
can play
Washington.
Here, but Stanford can't.
Beat the Huskies.
I mean, do you notice up there a lot of people getting? I mean, do you know a lot of people that got coronavirus or whatever you want to call it, and are
yeah, actually, yeah, my family in Arizona actually got it. Everyone pretty much had it down there. Only a couple people up here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't know a lot of people here that got it, but I hear all the news about the hospital capacities being,
right.
Availability for beds being whittled down, and so it's just hard to know what the actual
what the actual number is. You never know.
I hear a lot. But, well, we're not here to talk about that, per se. We wanted to talk about sports, and
definitely.
Big game happened yesterday with Cal beating Oregon. That was an upset in Berkeley, and messed up the Ducks' hopes for any kind of respect.
They don't deserve any respect.
Are you a college football fan?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah. Last night I was more focused on the Coastal Carolina BYU. That was a great game.
That was tight.
A little bit of Clemson.
Coastal.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina didn't cover. But they won.
That is true, yeah.
And
was BYU favored in that game?
I believe so, yeah.
No, I think Coastal Carolina was favored, but they were favored by double digits. So they only won by 6 or 4 or 5, didn't they?
They were favored by double digits over BYU. BYU's like more of a major
BYU's
college.
Like 13th. Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
I'd be surprised, but
maybe I misread the line.
It doesn't really matter. I guess the point is Coastal Carolina's for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was getting kind of tired too of them. They kept putting the BYU quarterback in the Heisman race, and I don't think he was very deserving. So I think that kind of came to fruition last night.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't make them like Steve Young anymore. Fine young Mormon quarterbacks. So they don't make them like Steve Young anymore. Those fine young Mormon quarterbacks.
Yep.
From BYU.
Well, don't forget Jim McMahon.
There you go.
Yeah, he ain't much of a Mormon though. I have trouble seeing Jim McMahon being a star member of the Church of Latter-day Saints. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably got excommunicated a while ago.
Yeah, probably several times over. He was great though. God bless him.
Yeah. I watched the Alabama LSU matchup, and that wasn't much of a game. Alabama just walked all over them. LSU they're a mess, real mess.
Yeah. Speaking of the Bayou,
championship team. Yep.
Speaking of the Bayou, there we've got a short little clip here of Ed Ogeron. A previous time when he was,
hear that.
They're trying to arrest him.
Shut up. You're under arrest.
Bowden, get the hell away from that prisoner. I told you to stay in the back.
Mission accomplished, Sergeant.
Oh, bullshit. You use your real bullets. Just piss him away.
I didn't panic.
Oh, yes. All right, easy now. We gotta interrogate him.
Hey, quitte here.
Surrender.
Drop the knife.
On peut faire rien.
You son of a bitch, I said drop the goddamn knife.
Come on, Ed, drop the knife.
So that veut, hein? So that
Ed
veut,
had
hein?
one arm there.
Well, yeah, he's only got one arm. That wasn't fair. Well, that was Ned Orgeron, but that was a little Southern Comfort from the movie with Powers Booth. Was that 1981, Chap Dog?
Something like that, 1980. That was a great movie. You ever see that movie, Southern Comfort?
No, a little bit before my day. I have not seen it.
Oh, too dated for you. That's a great. I would highly recommend it for the younger generation. Yeah, example of the excellent work done by director Walter Hill.
Oh, Walter Hill. What else has he
I'll
done?
have to check it out.
Walter Hill, you don't remember? He was the guy that did 48 Hours.
Oh, gee, I didn't know he did this film too. Okay, yeah, 40. We're all familiar with 48 Hours. It's fine work.
Yeah, he's had a few really good ones. He did. I think he did The Long Riders also.
Mm-hmm.
I got a Long Riders clip that I sent you. He likes working with the Carradines. Look, good action director. Does a lot of good action movies.
David Carradine. He's the one in. Yeah, David Carradine was in The Long Riders, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, do you know how David Carradine died? Remember that? Or was it Richard Carradine? No, it was Richard. Yeah, you're giggling. You know something about this story. What do you remember?
Why don't you tell me? I don't remember.
How about you start it, Ben, and I'll finish it.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
Oh, you don't?
Come on, Ben.
Oh,
No,
yeah. There you go. Okay. So he died his death were complications due to auto asphyxiation.
Oh, yeah, autoerotic asphyxiation. Yes.
There we go. Mm-hmm. So apparently he liked to regularly, put a belt around his neck and then throw it over a bar that was between a doorway or in a doorway. Maybe it was off a shower curtain. I don't know. But just one day it went wrong. Couldn't stop it in time, and just that was that. Boy.
Talk about going out in an embarrassing way.
Yeah. Things people do for eroticism. I mean, Shabdog, thank goodness, you only wear women's underwear for eroticism instead of something like that.
Yeah, I would never do anything that dangerous. I'm not very mechanically inclined, so if I was to try to set up some kind of apparatus to do that to myself, I'd probably do it wrong.
Yeah, that's why you're an attorney. And you like to handle soft silk and garters. Much easier than machinery.
But I guess, I mean, I heard that you cut off the flow of oxygen to your brain, and then that increases the sensation.
You seem to know a lot about this.
I don't.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, Eric, you can write a manual if you want, autoerotic asphyxiation for dummies.
Holy dog shit!
Yeah, no, you've already said more than I ever knew, so.
Yeah, no, I remember hearing about that in college, I think.
Don't make a fuck out of me.
College, yeah, you're way back then, huh?
He was David Carradine was the guy in Kung Fu.
Yeah. Was it him? Was Richard or him? One of those two, was the one who offed himself.
I don't think it was Keith Carradine. He was the younger one, and then there was Robert. Robert was in Revenge of the Nerds.
Okay, no, it wasn't him. So it was the one who did Kill Bill.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I lost my train of thought here, but on this show we do lapse into movie clips sometimes, and that was a great. Southern Comfort was a good movie, all about the Cajun region.
Well, it's French, but you got onto that because Powers Booth was there. Because earlier you'd been looking at the Nixon film with Anthony Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
What year's that?
You could play him a clip from the Nixon cabinet. That was pretty good, pretty damn. I thought that was good. I sent you that one a few days ago.
Each of this cabinet here. It's only a couple minutes long.
Did you see if you heard this? If you saw this movie.
Gentlemen, the president.
Gentlemen, this is our last damn leak. It's no way to run a goddamn government. We're going to prosecute the hell out of Ellsberg and anyone else who wants to leak, and that means any one of you here who crosses the line, I'm personally going after them, okay? The permissiveness of this year is over. The belts are coming off and people are going to go to the woodshed. Because the government cannot survive with a counter-government inside it. I know how traitors operate. I've dealt with them all my life. And I've worked with these cases. It's never the little people. The little people do not leak. It's always some son of a bitch like Ellsberg, Harvard Hebrew boys who leak. Now I hear people say, they say, but Ellsberg, for the good of the country, people's right to know, Well, that's never the case. Alger has said the same damn thing, and so the Rosenbergs. Look what happened to them. Old Sparky got him. Well, they always underestimated old Nixon.
Sparky got him.
We're going to fight just as dirty. This is sudden death, gentlemen. We're going to get him on the ground, stick in our spikes and twist and show him no mercy. So,
like Ben Roethlisberger there?
No one in this room talks to the press without checking first with Mr. Haldeman here. That's on a complete freeze on the New York Times, CBS, PBS, Jack Anderson, and the Washington Post. Mr. Haldeman is the chief high executioner from now on, so don't you...
Yeah. That sounds like Ben Roethlisberger today, doesn't it?
Ben Roethlisberger, where'd you get that?
Oh, we're going to fight them in the trenches. We're going to fight them. This is sudden death.
Sounds like Mike.
When was he talking like that?
Oh, that's how he should be speaking. If we had a chance to hear how he's rallying the offense there, I mean, what do you think? He's just Ben's quiet, mumbles to himself.
No, but I mean that every quarterback says stuff like that.
I hope so. I'm just saying Ben because he's 11-0. And it looks like on his way to 12-0 when they beat the Washington hapless team today.
They're doing a great job this year. They're beating everybody on their schedule. That's all they can do. It's not their fault that it's their turn to play the NFC least.
Yeah, it's not their fault that they play a very weak schedule. But that being said, they have their ups and downs, and they're susceptible. But
there's been years where they have to play the Chiefs and the Patriots all the time, and this year they kind of lucked out. They don't have to play the Chiefs. But I mean, when you think about it, how many teams in the NFL are there that are really quality, tough opponents? They're very few. So I don't know if I really buy it that their schedule is that much easier than everybody else's.
You're right.
It is easier, but.
Yeah, it is easier. But that being said, it just comes down to how do they match up against other teams, other offenses, other defenses, and such. Just by seeing if they're playing to their competition, so it's deceiving right now. Because if they play to the competition, then they're playing a bunch of lousy teams, and they play just well enough to beat a bunch of lousy teams. That means they're just a little bit better than a lousy team. But I know they're better than that. But are they Kansas City good?
But
I don't think they're. Do you think they're Kansas City good?
That's a good question because I don't think their offense is, but I don't think they're. I think they got a better defense, and You never know.
You remember 3 years ago we used to say there were 31 teams in the league, and then there was the New England Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We said that for a few years, and Ben, I'm sure you saw that. It was just magic what they were able to accomplish. They were always able to pull out the win no matter what. Sometimes they blew teams out. Sometimes they won by a point in the end or an overtime or something like that, but they always seemed to get the win when they needed it.
Yep.
Well, now it's Kansas City. Now it's their turn to be in that spot. Now there's 31 teams, and then there's KC. And Mahomes,
I can't see anybody beating them.
No.
I am looking forward to the Steelers-Chiefs AFC Championship. I'll take that, though. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah, so the trick is, can anyone take the Steelers down along the way? And if so, who could it be? On the way to the championship. Do you have any speculation there, Chab Dog? Any suspects there? Maybe a Tennessee? Maybe a Miami?
We beat Tennessee already. I think we can handle them because we can focus on Henry, and their passing game doesn't scare me. I mean, who else is there that's pretty dangerous in the AFC?
I'm looking at their schedule right now. It looks like not this week, but next week they have the Bills at home, at the Bills, and then they have the Colts at home a couple weeks later. Other than that, it's the Bengals and the Browns, so I don't know about that. Bills look good, though.
Yeah, they do, but I know that quarterback he self-destructs at critical times. He's not fundamentally sound. Yeah. He's got talent and he can do certain things, but I'm not worried at all about Josh Allen.
On the contrary, I've seen Josh Allen. What you're describing is the Josh Allen of last year or the year before. He's been getting more reliable as time's gone on, and I think this year
but
he's graduating to another level. So,
did you see him in the Chargers game?
Yeah, I got glimpses of
him. He had some bad moments there towards the end. They almost shot themselves in the foot.
Almost.
Look, he can look really good at times, but
dude, they all do. I saw Mahomes throw interceptions before and do plays that he wanted back, and so even the great ones do that. Look at Brady.
Yeah,
Brady can't complete a pass over 20 yards.
Well, Brady's 43.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so's Ben.
That's old. That's pretty old. That's getting up there.
Yeah.
Ben, who's your team? You like the 49ers?
Yeah, I'm a Niner fan, yep. Not good for us this year, a whole lot of injuries. I wanted them to keep losing games, get a better draft pick, but we ended up winning the last couple. So, I don't know. We're going to see what we can do against the Bills tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's an interesting game at home, right?
Yeah, at home in Arizona, yep.
In Arizona. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're playing at the Cardinal Stadium. Yeah. But I like their chances, though. They have a lot of guys that get yards after the catch. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, who they drafted from Arizona State. Mm-hmm. He's a great receiver, can break tackles. And then Raheem Mostert is back. He's averaging about 9 yards a carry. So I think we have a good chance as long as Nick Mullins doesn't have to throw the ball too much. I like our chances.
Mm-hmm. Sound like Tiger Woods there. I liked my chances. Years ago.
Well, you made the most of your chances against the Rams. That was those Niners remain a thorn in the side of the Rams.
Yeah, the Niners have the Rams number. They always have, or they have for the last 2 years in a row anyway. But more often than not, usually when the Rams are good, it's vice versa. When the Rams are good, the Niners can win, and when the Niners are good, the Rams can often steal a game or two too. So, or when the Rams suck, I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
You want to go through the picks with him for the NFL?
Yeah, Brad. I'll Ben. I'll read the games and the line, and we'll get your pick here. And first up, we've got in Chicago playing Detroit. Detroit has a new coach this week. Don't ask me to tell you who it is. And Chicago, for some reason, is a 3-point favorite.
Oof, God, I hate this game. Hate Chicago, hate Detroit. I'm going to go ahead and take Detroit, though, because for some reason, team's coming off a fired coach, new head coach. They get some energy. I'm going to take Detroit in that game.
Mm-hmm. Chad Dog?
What's the line? The Chicago Bears are favored? Is
yeah,
that right?
Chicago -3.
Oh, yeah, this is a matchup of two cruddy teams. And, oh, God, I hate picking the Bears. I just hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with the Lions. I can't believe it, but I am going to go with the Lions again.
Yeah, and Ben, you make a lot of sense there, and that's exactly why I would also take Detroit for that exact reason. But I've got a personal vendetta against the Lions, so because of that, I'm taking Chicago because the Lions has burned me so many times over the years when I take them. So if I don't take them, yeah, maybe I just can't take them. So that's that. Next up, we have Miami. In Miami, in warm, sunny southern Florida, they're an 11.5-point favorite over the Bengals.
Ooh. A lot of points.
Right. Do we know if Tua is starting again or if it's Fitzpatrick?
I heard it was
Fitzpatrick.
Oh, Fitzpatrick.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter. They're playing Cincinnati. Cincinnati's terrible.
Yeah.
No Joe Burrow. I expect nothing from them. I'll take the Miami and the points.
Yeah, I'll go with Miami and hold my nose. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's pretty hard not to.
Cincinnati doesn't have a quarterback, right?
Well, I can't even name who it is, but he's better than what Denver had last week.
Brian Finns. Yeah.
Oh, that's saying a lot. Oh.
Yeah. All right, we're all. Oh, wait a minute. You're taking Miami? Actually, no, I can't do that. I took Cincinnati. Yeah, I'm not even going to give Miami 11.5. They won't play that hard. The fish are soft. They'll win, but they won't. They don't care. They're not going to overscore and dress things up. They'll play just enough to win.
Why they have doesn't Miami have a potential playoff bid here?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but they don't. They'll get it if they win the game by 3 points, 4 points. Why do they care to finish with 11.5 points? They're not going to lay out Cincinnati.
I think we're going to see some hard playing at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens.
Okay. Well, next up we have the Indianapolis Colts, are a 3.5-point road favorite over Houston.
Oh, 4.5 points.
I've been on the Colts all year, pretty much. And I know the Texans just lost Bradley Roby and Will Fuller. But I'm just the biggest Deshaun Watson fan. I think he is the second greatest quarterback in the NFL besides Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to go ahead and take Houston here in an upset.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
A long-time watcher of Indianapolis, and this is a game they typically lose. So for the reasons you cited, Ben, plus reference of history, I'm taking Houston as well.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I hate to be boring and agree with everybody, but for some reason I think Houston's going to keep this close and maybe win this game because they still think they have life and they look like they haven't given up in the season. And Watson is playing better lately.
Yeah.
And the Colts did not look good last week, did they?
They lost. No. But that was divisional. Yeah, they'd won before, so they to Tennessee. They beat Tennessee. I told you that game always flips. Yeah. So now Tennessee beat them, and usually the Colts, they lose one, they'll lose two. And the next game, Houston. Yeah, this is just I've heard this record before. We played it. Next up, Minnesota at home, 10-point favorite. Ooh, Minnesota over. Oh, whoa, Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate this game too.
Yeah.
Every time I pick Minnesota, they lose. Every time I don't pick them, they win.
Yep.
But I cannot take Jacksonville. I got to take Minnesota and the points. They have to cover that, right? They have to.
Jacksonville on the road. Oh.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's usually a train wreck, but They have beaten the spread a few times. I think they did against Cleveland. Was it last week or the week before?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Jacksonville kept. Let me look it up. They didn't. They kept whoever it was from covering the spread last week. They backdoor covered. So on Cleveland. Cleveland almost blew that game. So it was 27-25 was last week. I'm taking Jacksonville. That they'll keep Minnesota from covering too. Because 10 points.
It's a 10-point spread.
10-point spread.
All right. Well,
Jacksonville knows what it's. Jacksonville's good at beating the favorite and backdoor covering. That's what they know with their game. Yeah, they don't win football games, but they know how to keep the favorite from covering. They're good at that.
It's really impossible. All I can say is Minnesota will win the game.
Yeah, will they do it by 10 or not, Chab Dog? Hurry up. We got things to do here.
All right, let's go to the next game.
You taking Minnesota?
I'm taking Jacksonville.
Okay, we're all on Jacksonville then. Vegas is in New York in the Meadowlands. Vegas a 9-point favorite over the Jets.
That's another sick game.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Raiders? They just can't put anything together for 2 weeks in a row. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a 37-point. They were a 3-point favorite last week. They lost by 37.
I mean, that was a disgrace to the Falcons. Oh. And the Jets. Do the Jets have anything going for them in this game? Do they have? Who's their? Is it Darnold? Is their quarterback now?
They back to Darnold? Yeah. No, I think they're still using.
Yeah, I think they took Flacco out because Flacco gave him a chance to actually score points and maybe win. So they're like Sam Darnold back in there.
Oh,
they're actually trying to lose.
Jeez. Well, Flacco's not much better. Oh, jeez.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of points to give the irresponsible, untrustworthy Raiders.
Yeah, I don't trust them. I'm taking the Jets. Holding my nose.
I'll take the Jets too. I'm tired of going with these blowouts that don't happen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll never pick the Jets, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the Raiders. I think they can cover that easily. So I'll take the Raiders.
Good for you. Good for you. You have balls. I don't. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of sticking my neck for these large spreads. Okay, what's next?
We have a divisional matchup: the Saints versus the Falcons. The aforementioned Falcons. Saints are only a 3-point favorite. The game's in Atlanta, if that means anything.
It could be a good game.
Well, New Orleans has already won, so are they going to sweep Atlanta? It's a division game. That doesn't happen very often. And who's quarterback for New Orleans these days?
It's I think it's Taysom Hill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's more of a runner than a quarterback.
I think Atlanta knows how to play that.
No touchdown passes in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Do you like Atlanta, Eric?
I like Atlanta there. They're coming off a big win last week. And they can smell the blood in the water.
Yeah, they're kind of. I'll go with you. I think that makes sense. I hate picking Atlanta, but in this situation with New Orleans not having their quarterback, it makes sense to me that Atlanta would win this game.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you, Chab Dog. I hate Atlanta just like I hate Minnesota. But I'm going to take Atlanta here because I hate Taysom Hill even more. I don't think he's a good quarterback at all. So I'm going to take the Falcons.
Yeah, he's serviceable. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it. Falcons have a good defense. We saw what they did to the Raiders. Next up, Tennessee at home against Cleveland Browns. Tennessee, a 5.5-point favorite.
Tennessee's a hard team. They've been playing better lately, though.
Mm-hmm.
Really have.
Yeah, well, they kicked the doors off of Indy last week.
Oh, yeah. Did they win that by a lot?
45-26.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, Ben?
Okay, well, I like Tennessee, but I think Cleveland's going to cover. But if Tennessee gets out to a lead, it's going to be over quick because that's what they do. They can run the ball, keep the ball away from the other team, and they'll end up winning. I got the Cleveland to cover.
I'm going to go with Tennessee. I don't know why, except that I think they're going to win, and they're probably on a roll right now. And Cleveland, I don't know that Cleveland's going to be able to slow down Henry much. He's a beast.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take Cleveland for the upset here. I believe that Tennessee, they're not good at managing success. So they have a big win last week, a big success, and they tend to come up flat the following week in those situations. So I think Cleveland's on a roll here. They've got Pittsburgh in their sights. So they're going to practice here for the...
You really think
if Cleveland can come out and score early, they have a good chance.
Yeah.
You don't want Tannehill throwing the ball, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a good game manager.
Yep.
Benny Hill, yeah.
Ryan Bennyhill. Okay.
So next up we have Seattle. Yeah, you're with Ben Hill. Don't worry, Frank. I also on Twitter saw that Frank is taking Tennessee as well. So you're in good company there, Chab Dog. He's 3 and 50.
That makes me feel good.
He was 3 and 50. His last 60 picks, he's 3 and 57. So that's a real number.
He's a real smart guy, though. He really is.
Well, he picked 57 losers in a row. It's fantastic.
He's a great reverse barometer.
Yeah, he took Michigan State yesterday against and 21.5 points against Ohio State. Yeah, he took Michigan State.
Oh my God!
Oh, he needs to have his head examined.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to get these games wrong.
Well, he's succeeding. Yeah, exactly. Just reverse your flip, but or fade them. Next up, we have Seattle at home. They're a 10-point favorite over the Giants.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Seattle. I was liking what the Giants were doing. Daniel Jones was kind of slowly coming along. They were looking pretty good. But without Daniel Jones and Russell Wilson coming off a win last week, I'm going to go ahead and take Seattle.
How many points is Seattle favored by?
10.
Man. Seattle hasn't been blowing people away, have they?
They beat Philly on Monday night. It's a short week for them.
By like 7 or 6?
And they covered a 5-point spread anyway. Yeah, I think it was by 8.
Is Dan and did you say Daniel Jones is playing or isn't?
No, he's out. It'll be Colt McCoy going for them.
Oh yeah, Colt McCoy.
Colt McCoy, man, that guy sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on Seattle.
Yep.
Yeah, Seattle all the way.
Yep, Seattle minus 2.
For me.
Good choice. Next up, we have another division game: the Rams against Arizona. In Arizona, Rams a 3-point favorite on the road.
This is a tough one. This is a real hairy one because the Cardinals are they're capable of putting stuff together, but they tend to fall flat against physical teams. I'm not buying them, and I'm going to go with the Rams. I think the Rams are better.
Yeah, I like that pick. I'm gonna take the Cardinals to cover, but the Rams to win. Kyler Murray's been banged up the shoulder since the Seattle game, but I think he's a little bit healthier this time. So I like them to cover, but the Rams to win.
Then you're saying the Rams are going to win by like 2 or 1? Wow.
Yeah, it'll be close. Yeah. I think Kyler Murray's back. DeAndre Hopkins.
I don't like
back.
doing that.
Larry Fitzgerald back.
You must have a lot of confidence. But what do you think, Eric?
Oh, I'm taking Arizona for the upset. Rams already beat them earlier this season. They don't do it twice. The Rams just not that good.
Again.
The Rams think they're really good. They're not that good. And it's time for Arizona to punch them on the chin.
Okay, we'll see.
Next up, we have Green Bay at home, and we'll have to get a weather report. They're an 8.5-point favorite over Philadelphia.
More cake for Green Bay. But the spread is always an issue with them, but I think they'll cover it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to give to vote for Philadelphia, even regardless of the spread.
Yeah, that's a weak team.
Yeah, the Eagles are terrible. Carson Wentz might be one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. I'm going to take Green Bay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Looking like 34 degrees and sunny, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
For that game.
Thank you. Okay, so it's going to be cold, but at least it's not going to be too bad it's not snowing.
Oh, it's the ideal weather for the cheeseheads, even if there's no cheeseheads there.
Here's an interesting matchup today. We got the Chargers here in L.A. against the Patriots, and the Chargers are a 1-point favorite. The Chargers who lost 27-17 to Buffalo last week.
Yeah, the Chargers always find a way to lose, and they have a habit of keeping it close.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots could stay in the playoff hunt with a win here.
Yeah.
Oh God, this is a really tough one, man. This is painfully tough. I like the Patriots. I make the mistake. I've been making the mistake of going with them, but I don't know. Something tells me that the Chargers are going to find a way to blow this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the Patriots too. I'm going to take them, and we've got Brian Keller from Sports Rock has joined the show. Brian, who's your pick? Chargers at home, 1-point favorite over the Patriots.
I was back and forth on this one. I'm going to go with the Chargers here, mainly because of the home. Well, the Pats are also inconsistent.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers.
So you're going with the home field advantage, even though there's no fans?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they travel.
Do the Patriots?
I'm going to take the Chargers too.
Oh yeah, you know,
right,
the Patriots got to travel. So if you don't like the Patriots traveling, that's a disadvantage for them.
Oh.
Yeah, I still consider home advantage, even if there's nobody there. It's your home field, you know.
Well, do the Patriots?
Yeah.
Do they have the chance to make the playoffs still? I thought they did, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, they're right in it.
Yeah. I mean, there's very few teams that actually are not.
The Jets.
But yeah, they're still in the mix. Good. They need some help, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Help if they had a.
Well, mainly you gotta keep winning and hope for some help. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess consensus is the Chargers, but I'm gonna stick with my pick.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots. They're gonna Belichick will out-coach, and they'll find a way to squeak by. And tonight we got to wait all day.
I mean, it won't surprise me. It won't surprise me either way, but I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah. And tonight we have to. Kansas City fans have to wait all day to see our team play, and it's at home, Kansas City against the Donkeys. But KC is a 14-point favorite. Everybody.
Ooh,
that's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Does Denver have a quarterback this week or not?
Yeah, they got their whoever that is back.
I think they got somebody back, or most of them should be by now, huh?
Yeah,
it's
right.
Drew Lock. I'm going to take the Chiefs by 30.
Never 14 at least, yeah. Chiefs, yeah.
Yeah, that was a gift from God. That game you put on there, Brian. Thank you for putting that in your pool.
What's that? The Chiefs?
The Chiefs, yeah, the Chiefs Denver game. Everybody can get one game right?
Yeah. Well, of course, primarily I always want to put in the primetime games, the games of the week, the Monday nights, Sunday nights. So it's not always my choice. I mean, that's how the Cowboys get on there so many times.
Yeah,
they won't be next.
We're always with the Cowboys.
I think Cowboys have been on my list more often than any other team because they keep playing Thursday and Sunday and Monday.
Ben, Brian has a Facebook site you should check out called Sports Rock.
All right, yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Ben is a new caller, Brian, and
well, he hasn't been on in 5 years. He's a legacy caller.
A legacy caller, yeah.
Legacy caller. I like that.
Yeah, he's in Northern California.
What was the page called? Sports Rock?
Yeah.
Sports Rock. It's got a little asterisk after the rock.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, and you'll see Brian. Yeah, just look up this site moderator. You'll see Brian there. Brian Keller's name. You're on the right one.
Yeah, I have I always have the announcement up on the first thing you see, first post you see. Well, I approve the memberships as well as some other friends, so to get you in there.
Perfect.
We have 2 games on Monday,
right,
gentlemen. Sorry, go ahead, Brian.
Huh?
No. Oh, very good, very good. We have 2 games on Monday here because the Pittsburgh-Washington game was postponed to give Pittsburgh some more time between games. They had to play on Wednesday. How was that, Chab Dog? Did you watch any of that game on Wednesday?
Yeah, it was really convenient for me, right in the middle of my day.
Yeah.
And
I think that game was on Tuesday. Wait, hang on.
No, it was Wednesday.
Wednesday. They kept moving it.
It was Wednesday around.
No. I mean the upcoming game.
Oh, they bumped. We have a Tuesday.
Cowboys Ravens on Tuesday.
Yeah, but that's going to be for next week. That's week 14.
Yeah. No, week 13. The Cowboys Ravens is on Tuesday.
That's a week 13 game.
Night.
Really?
Yeah, I see it right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought it was okay.
Instead of doing a double on Monday, they decided to push it out another day, probably because the Ravens had just played. Yeah.
Huh.
No, they have 2 games on Monday. It's the thing.
So Dallas and Baltimore were supposed to play last Thursday, but the Ravens had just played Wednesday, so they had to move it to Tuesday to give Ravens time.
What's the line?
Yeah,
Anybody have the line
Tuesday.
in that game?
They don't know what the lines are. What is it?
And Dallas, Baltimore?
Yeah, because I don't even have that on the sheet, so I'm going to tack that on here.
I'll get it for you all.
I bet Baltimore's favored by about 7.
I think Dallas would be. Well, I'd probably make Dallas a 1-point favorite. Where's the game being played?
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Okay.
It's in Baltimore.
All right, maybe Baltimore's a 6-point favorite. They got to be a favorite.
Yeah, I got them right here as Ravens minus 8.5.
8.5.
Oh, see,
There you go.
Lamar Jackson might be back. Actually, it sounds like he's back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Ah,
Okay. I'm
okay.
taking the Ravens by. I'll take the Ravens by at least 10.
Yeah, I go with the Ravens.
Yeah, I like the Ravens by a lot. Yep.
I don't know
Dallas
why. I'm just inclined to take Dallas on a hunch. I'll take Dallas on the points.
Hey, you never know.
8.5.
Never know.
Andy Dalton,
Yeah.
Red Rifle.
Yeah. All right, then we have the aforementioned Pittsburgh game in Pittsburgh. It's going to be at 5 Eastern, so it's 2 o'clock Pacific. It will not be on general television,
game, yeah.
so you'll have to either have the NFL package or a bootleg service.
That's Fox.
That's always my heartbreaker game. That's my I have my Redskins, formerly known as Redskins, but I got to go with the Steelers. It's just obvious.
Yeah, they're not going to lose. They're going to win, but the question is, how much are they going to win by?
Right.
What are they favored by?
7.5.
Yeah. Alex Smith has had that team better. It could be less. They could be within like one score in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the way Pittsburgh is played sometimes, they like almost play down to the competition, you could say.
Like they didn't cover against the Ravens, right?
No, they were lucky to win that game. It was 19-14.
They were lucky to win the one before that, too.
Well, I'd go with the Steelers.
It's still a solid Steelers win, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm taking Pittsburgh, too, but they're going to lose one of these games, and it really doesn't matter what the quality of the team is. It's just inevitable that even great teams just have off weeks. And one of these weeks in the end of the season here, Pittsburgh's is going to be their off week.
Yeah, I agree. I would expect at least one loss.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be this week, guys.
Okay. Yeah, we'll save it for Cleveland. We'll save it for the Browns. All right.
A good-looking game here is the Browns-Titans. That might be a good game right there.
Yeah, what's your pick on that one, Brian?
That one.
We got 5. We got Tennessee by 5.5.
I'm going to go with the Titans.
Okay, so you and Chabdog and Frank Fleming are taking the Titans. You're in good company there.
Good company. Good company.
Yeah, Ben and I are taking.
I got the
Cleveland.
Bears over the Lions.
Mm-hmm. Bears over Lions. Yeah, that's a tough pick. But Detroit's got a new coach. You're still going to go against Detroit?
Yeah. Again, Bears. Well, the Lions are just awful. I know the Bears ain't nothing to sing about, but they should be able to beat the Lions.
You'd think so, yeah.
I went with the Lions for whatever reason. I don't know.
Indianapolis, Houston. Who'd you take there?
I got the Colts.
Oh boy.
Colts might be somewhat of a dark horse here.
Yeah, they lost last week though to Tennessee. They're good at puking all over their success too. We got Minnesota at Jacksonville. Minnesota was a 10-point favorite. Who'd you take there?
Got to take the Vikings. I like the Vikings.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I like the team, but they're not doing so good. But I think they're one of those. They're going to continue with the better second half than first half.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I feel about the Falcons too. It'll probably be a much better second half team. Although I'm taking the Saints this week.
Yeah, it'd be winning 2 in the division. That's a tough one. Hey, we're running up to the break here. Let's get the Monday night game in. We've got Buffalo is a 1-point favorite on the road in Arizona against San Francisco.
Very confusing.
Yeah, I got to go Bills.
Yeah, I'm on the Bills there. Ben?
Yeah, what was the spread on that one?
Buffalo by 1.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Niners. Mostert's back. Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk are back. I like our chances.
Okay.
That's a good shot.
I went with the Niners.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know why, but I don't trust the Bills. And San Francisco's they got enough physicality to hang with the Bills, I think, at home, Arizona.
Yeah. It's just hard to evaluate what the Niners have and what they don't and how effective they can be with what they have. coming back.
Yeah, they don't have quarterbacks, so
yeah. I mean,
there's a quick, just a few more games that quickly go. I got Cardinals over Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Got Dolphins over Cincy.
Mm-hmm.
Got Raiders over Jets. And I got Packers over Eagles.
All right.
Brave man.
There we are. So we're going to come back. This is our halftime show. We're going to come back in about 10 minutes, 7 minutes. You gentlemen are welcome to stick around.
I got to take off. I'll see you guys. Appreciate you having me on.
Thank you very much, Ben. It's great to have you back.
Yes, sir. See you guys next week.
You
Why don't you play Reagan's Roast of Frank Sinatra?
Yes.
Break.
Yeah, it's a great one. Okay, we're going to play a couple of commercials and then Reagan's Roast of Frank Sinatra here on the Chab Dog Sports Talk Radio Show. Then we'll be right back with the second half of the show, so stay tuned.
We're told that greatness is exceptional when it should be expected. You choose every day to live your life intentionally, without apology for how bright your light may shine. So go be great. Go be brilliant. Go be you. Go defy life. The Defy Life movement is one that speaks to each of us in its own way. Defy Life gear speaks to us all by reminding us that one size does not fit all. Visit defylifegear.com to get fitted for greatness.
The Law Office of Brandon S. Chabner, serving clients in Southern California with transactional legal services since 2007. We handle general, corporate, outside counsel type work, drafting and negotiating a wide variety of business and commercial contracts, including non-disclosure agreements, independent contractor agreements, and employment agreements. Our experience includes working with public and private companies and involves a broad range of industries, including healthcare, consumer products, real estate, and high technology. Mr. Chabner has over 20 years of legal experience, having worked for some larger national firms and serving as general counsel for a multi-million-dollar private company here in Southern California before starting his own legal practice. His educational credentials include a law degree from UCLA, where he was on law review, undergraduate degree at Yale, where he graduated magna cum laude, and an MBA from Harvard Business School. Other areas of focus for Chabner Law include press release and business plan editing, pre-litigation matters, and debt and mortgage resolution work. You can contact us at 310-698-0740 and at bchabner@chabnerlaw.com.
Like Chab Dog said, he was 100% right.
He can take all comers.
Ronald Reagan.
Well, thank you, Dean. I'm pleased to be here tonight, honoring my very dear friend, Frank Sinatra. I must say that when this program was being planned, the producer hadn't decided what political figures would participate. It was a choice between me and Governor Brown, and I lost again. But seriously, this is Frank Sinatra's night, and I'm here out of gratitude. Frank worked for me in all my campaigns. He was with me all the way to the governor. Without his help, who knows, I might have been president. It's my considered opinion that the two gentlemen who met me would make quite a political ticket. Frank as president, Dean is his crawling mate. Why would Frank and I make a good president? Well, let's look at the facts. He has many friends, and I'm sure he'd appoint all the most qualified to his cabinet. Who better than Sammy Davis, Jr., as Secretary of Health, Education, and Jewelry? Of course, in politics, there's always gossip and rumors. I'm happy to expose one for the falsehood that is. He has not granted a Pizza Hut franchise. It'll be in the White House, where it belongs. Frank Sinatra will make a president who is strong on defense, but again will have concern for humanity. I at his urging have developed an intercontinental ballistics missile that is not a weapon of mass destruction. It only hits photographers. I him what he thought of the energy bill. He didn't hesitate a second. He said, pay it. Frank is innovative. His mind is always working. But he's also willing to admit when he's wrong. Like wanting a comic like Pat Henry to open for him when he addresses the joint session of Congress. And realize, speak to Congress, the real comics are in the audience. He won't have any trouble with Congress. They'll pass all the legislation. And he'll settle that canal business, too. Panama wants a canal. Venice. Well, you probably gathered by now. I think Frank Sinatra would make a fine president. But I don't know whether we can get him to run. Is it worth it if you have to give up being...
And we're back to the Shabdog Sports Talk Radio Show. A clip into there before I got back in front of the microphone here. The great Ronald Reagan roasting. You ever heard of the fruitcake lady, Brian?
Fruitcake lady. That's familiar.
Yeah, she used to be on Jay Leno. She did a Jay Leno segment.
Didn't watch a lot of Jay.
Let's see if you remember this.
Hi, I'm Paul Rosinski from Cleveland, Ohio. My question is, I've had 3 marriages that have failed. Would it be dishonest if I didn't tell my new girlfriend about my ex-wives?
Well, I tell you, if you tell a girl you've had 3 ex-wives, if she's the right kind of woman, she's going to give that some thought. She's going to think about that, because let me tell you something. If you got 3, you're going to have 4.
Hi, I'm Joe Porter from Mount Valley, California, and my question is it okay if I taste the grapes at the grocery store?
Well, you know damn good and well what a grape tastes like. Now, why would you want to go in the store and taste them? You know, you just want a free, that's all there is to it. Either you buy them or you don't buy them. You don't go in there and eat them.
Hi, I'm Brian from Akron, Ohio. I've gone out with this great girl a few times, and I know she's into me. I just don't know how to make the first move. Any pointers?
Run your hand up under her dress. That's one good way. Run it all the way up there. If you can't get through the bottom, then come down through the top and get her dress. Do something. Just don't lie there. You can do something.
Hi, my name's Vanessa. I'm from Murray, Kentucky, and I have a question for you. How do I get my husband to stop adjusting himself in public?
I know that is true, because men do that. They grab hold of their penis and they're shifting it around and they're spreading their legs and all this and other. And it absolutely, it looks so bad. It's sickening looking. It's almost like he's fondling his penis, playing with it. I mean, I don't know whether he's getting a thrill out of that or what, but it's really very obnoxious. It really is.
Hi, my name is Dustin. I'm from Alberta, Canada. And my question is, what is the best way to remedy a hangover?
What, you fool, you? There's only one thing for that, and that is don't drink that much. I mean, my Lord, your legs will tell you when to quit. Stand up, and I guarantee your legs will tell you you've had one too many.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane from Minnesota. The older my husband gets, the less foreplay he wants to have. Why is this?
I don't know. I mean, all they want to do is hop on and stick that thing in and stick it out in about 2 or 3 seconds and have that pleasure, and that's it. And they leave the poor old woman lying there panting, because a woman cannot have a climax in that short a length of time. And that's the thing that's wrong with most sex life today. A woman takes much longer to have a climax. A man can go like that. That's it. In 2 seconds,
Hi, my name's Debbie. I'm from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. Our daughter moved back into the house after college, and the problem is she brought her lazy boyfriend with her, and now he's freeloading. What do we do about this?
I would kick his ass out the door. I would not allow my daughter to associate with him.
Hi, I'm Kerry from Lowell, Massachusetts. My wife likes to light candles to get in the mood. The only problem is she looks better in the dark than she does by candlelight. Any suggestions?
You know, you're a bastard. You know, you have to say something like that. Hey, you know, if you were my husband, I'd kick you in. You know what I'd do? I would light a candle and stick it up your ass.
The great fruitcake lady.
Wow. Yep.
She's intense.
She can give I guess, yeah, you get old like that, you're qualified to give a lot of sex advice, like Dr. Ruth.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like that, too.
Remember Dr. Ruth? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did you see is she a white woman or a black? She kind of sounds like she might be black.
No, she's as white as sheets on your bed.
Oh, she's white?
Mm-hmm.
Just has a little bit of an accent, a southern accent or something.
Yeah, she's southern. Hey, the Jets have scored first. Crowder. Darnold to Crowder.
Oh. The Jets?
The Jets.
I took the Jets.
Yeah, I took the Jets, too. I think Brian took Las Vegas, didn't he?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, there's got to be some penalty for the Raiders. Can't just continue to be this inconsistent. They can't be respected like that. Oh, that game is on CBS too. I'm watching it.
Mm-hmm. That's all we have.
I'm just now signing up for CBS.
Yeah, if you flip on Fox, Chabdog, right now there's an infomercial on, and the website is forgottenjews.org.
Yeah, I know. I never watch those commercials. They're too depressing.
We can get a Promises of the Prophet, the 12-card scripture set. Wow, I didn't know the 700 Club was part of Judaism. This is interesting.
The 700 Club?
Yeah, because now there's some guy talking, and there's a 700 Club logo behind him. That's I never knew those two things coexisted. That's Pat Robertson and.
You never heard of Jews for the 700 Club?
$25 a month. Yeah, good. Survival box.
Yeah, I got it. I just signed up for the CBS as we were talking. So.
Mm-hmm.
What did you sign up for?
$5.99. CBS All Access.
Oh, whatever that does. Does that do a lot for you?
Well, you can watch any CBS channel. See, I got a Sling package. I got Fox and NFL, and I got NBC, but I don't have CBS until now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so I have to get CBS as a standalone, basically.
Mm.
Well, now your life's complete, right?
Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much complete. Complete.
Did you, Brian? We didn't talk to you at all about the college football yesterday. Do you have anything you want to talk about from yesterday?
Oh, let's see. I'm not huge on the college thing much anymore. I follow who's in the top and stuff. I watched the Notre Dame game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Notre Dame's in an interesting situation. I mean, if they lose to Clemson won't they play Clemson in the ACC championship?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if they lose that game, then I think they're out of the top four. Don't you think?
I would think so.
It could be odd man out again.
I guess so.
I would say Clemson's going to beat them.
Well, it kind of depends. It of course depends on how the other teams behind them do. But likely somebody's going to step over them.
Yeah.
Unless the committee, decides that, hey, we got to get Notre Dame in here.
Yeah. There's just some weird things I guess there's some weird things that could always happen. So it's just a lot of speculation, but kind of be a shame they're going to go through the whole season and lose to Clemson and that's it. But
yeah.
Maybe they'll get lucky. I don't know. I did notice that Indiana beat Wisconsin. That was a nice win for them.
Yeah, they didn't cover, but they won. Frank took them. Another one of his losses.
Yeah, there was a few upsets of such yesterday, I guess. Yeah.
Well, the big one I saw was Oregon losing to Cal.
Yeah, that one really hurt them.
Yeah. I think that was a bad loss. Goodbye BCS for them. And is USC still undefeated?
Yes. Yeah, they haven't played in 2 weeks.
Really?
Says they're playing today.
Are they playing today?
They're playing today.
Yeah, there are some games today. So.
Yeah. Washington USC? State at USC. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why the hell would they be playing on a Sunday? I guess because of COVID?
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're just, I can only assume they're just trying to get the game in. Why are we playing NFL football on Wednesday afternoons? It's just, who knows?
Yeah. That's where I just happened to look it up.
They're in the BCS. That's a travesty.
They're 3-0.
Yeah.
So some of these teams, I heard one team had to cancel a game or something, and it put them out because I guess they're gonna have to have a minimum amount of games, I guess.
Well, that would seem to be the case. Indianapolis just scored, so they're up on Texans.
Yep.
Good job, Eric.
Well, I took the Texans.
Oh,
I'm biting that.
I thought you took Colts.
No. Colts usually lose this kind of game. Don't worry. Colts go up early. They'll find a way to lose.
Okay. Pick the Colts, I think.
Okay, Cleveland 3-0 over Tennessee. Exciting scores happening here. Yeah, it's a strange. So, Brian, we are the three of us are all here in the wonderful golden state of California, and we're creeping back into lockdowns again. Are you considered part of Southern California there?
Yes, we are. It extends into Riverside County.
Yeah.
So from here to north of San Diego and all the way to the Arizona border is Riverside County.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you have a sheriff in that county that's not going to enforce this stuff? Like Orange County has a sheriff that came out and said they're not they're not going to enforce these lockdowns.
I haven't heard our sheriff speak up much, but I doubt it. I doubt they'll be doing that. We actually have a Banning Police Department. It's interesting enough, but
that's good to know.
I haven't heard anything about anybody enforcing anything. But yeah, the lockdown is supposed to be here, so I went out and did some shopping yesterday just to get it out of the way.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Christmas shopping?
Grocery shopping?
Well, not so much, yeah, mostly the necessary stuff. I could probably hold out here for a good 2-3 weeks.
Perfect.
Oh, well, I haven't noticed toilet paper shortages or anything. I did.
Oh, no, I noticed it's less, but it's not like it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, there's talk of going back down to 20% occupancy of closing everything. Restaurants takeout only. Pretty much, well, almost as far as they went in March. I'm not quite sure what the differences are. I think we can church services can still be held, and you can protest. Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, the difference is that everybody's in worse shape because we've already gone through one of these things, and now we have to go through another.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it doesn't really hit us hard out here, being so rural. But you start to notice, like yesterday, people were out and about. Stocking up.
Jets intercepted a pass.
Yep.
Oh my God, the Jets are hot. Jets are hot.
Jets
today,
are hot.
Man. And Jacksonville is beating Minnesota.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's gonna be opposite day today, gentlemen.
Yeah, baby.
Oh wow.
Last time I took the Jaguars, they blew it and lost. I don't remember what that was, a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very hard to pick them to win, but I thought the spread was too much.
I picked them wrong last week for a backdoor cover, and I'm not doing it twice in the same. No, I'm not doing it 2 times in a row.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what else happened in college football. Penn State won another game, so they're on the road to redemption. They beat Rutgers.
Yeah. Well, come on.
They're always good for a win.
Marshall got beat by
Rice.
Yeah, Marshall. Rice.
Rice never beat anybody any good. That was a shocker.
Yeah,
that was a real shocker. They shut them out 20-0. Yeah, Rice is an excellent academic institution, but not much of a football school.
No, TCU took out Oklahoma State too.
Yeah, Oklahoma State is always ripe for they play one game every year that they where they shouldn't lose and they lose. They just cannot be counted on.
Stanford beat Washington too.
Yeah.
Stanford beat Washington, and Cal beat Oregon. They were both top 25s.
They were.
Yeah, it looks good for USC. Ooh, next week, USC, UCLA.
Oh, did USC beat Stanford already?
Well, they're 3-0, so whoever they played, I don't know who they played. Stanford, I don't know.
How many games do they have left? I mean, are they going to have to play like 5 or 6 games and that's it?
Let me see what USC looks like here. Football schedule. All right, let's see where we're at. They play they're at home against Washington State today. You got UCLA next week, and that's it. That's all it's showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. 5 games.
I don't know if that's enough to establish their credibility for the BCS.
They beat Arizona State, Arizona, Utah. They didn't play Stanford or Cal.
Yeah, they usually screw up against Stanford.
Wow, 5 games, that's it. A weird year, man.
Yep.
Washington's on top of the Pac-12 North, 3-1. And Colorado is tied with USC at 3-0 conference. Colorado's actually 4-0 overall. Colorado. I hadn't even looked at this in a while.
It's now Chicago 9-0 over Detroit.
Oh, great. I just can't deal with Chicago. I always get. Well, Trubisky's better than the other guy. Trubisky's got some.
The Matt Stafford? I don't know. They're both horrible.
Well, no, I meant he's better than Nick Foles right now, I think.
Yeah, marginally.
A little bit more life.
There's 3 bad quarterbacks there. Yeah, when you lose, you lose it. Now it's Indy and Houston are tied now, 7 apiece.
It was cool to see RG3 play again the other day.
Yeah, he passed for 33 yards before he blew his leg out for the rest of the year.
Oh, did he blow his leg out?
Yeah, he blew his hamstring. He's gone.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
he was injured.
It's COVID related.
You mean the Ravens? The Ravens played that game with their third-string quarterback for a lot of the game.
Yeah, pretty much the whole second half. Oh no, RG3 went out in the first half, didn't he?
No, I think it was the second half. Yeah, the guy that came in was the guy from Penn State, I think. What's his name? I don't remember his name, but he threw a touchdown pass.
Jerry Sandusky?
RG3, actually, you saw him go kind of gimpy. They went back out there again. And then they took him out.
It was Todd Blackledge, right?
Todd Blackledge? No, that guy's ancient. He's an announcer.
He came from Penn State.
I guess
Todd Blackledge.
Whose birthday it is today?
Jerry Sandusky.
Johnny Football. Johnny Football.
Oh, another good reason to take the Browns.
Manziel.
Yeah.
Manziel.
Oh, Manziel. That guy.
Oh, Johnny Manziel. Oh,
where is he now?
Yeah, where is he?
He was in Canada last I saw.
Yeah, bumping around Canada last year.
He was playing for CFL last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's living with Baker Mayfield in the Heisman house. That's where he is.
Yeah, it's a lonely house.
Somebody showed his stats, Mem, and it said it was 7 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 1,600 yards, and 457 beers. I think they were shorting him on the beers.
Well, today is the Burning December show, so we have to play something, a little more spicy and heated. Why don't you play that clip with the women fighting each other? Did you get? I sent you that one, didn't I?
Yeah. Here we are.
Excuse me. That's a good fight. Whoopi Goldberg beating the crap out of this. This is a good fight.
Last night, at least 10 of your son's friends OD'd. Your son says he got the stuff from you.
Among other things, my son is also a congenital liar.
Tennessee's.
Sure, on the court in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, that's real motherly. The kid's in detox. 10 kids are dead, and you're gonna meet this bitch on the court in 10 minutes.
Listen, I'm sorry about my son. And I'm sorry about his friends.
I could tell.
But the fact is, I've done everything I can do for him.
Excuse me. I hate to keep bothering you, Mrs. Yeager, but there is more.
You listen to me, Miss Ravioli, whatever your name. You put your hand on me one more time, I'll make you a solemn promise you wish to hell you hadn't.
You know you're right. You are right, Mrs. Yeager. So why don't you just tell me where you got the stuff from? Mrs. Yeager.
Now you get out of my house! Do you hear me? You get out of my house! Oh!
Now, Mrs. Yeager. Everybody knows in the state of California it's against the law to hit a police officer, so I'm afraid you're under arrest and I've got to read you your rights. Understand? You have the right to remain silent.
You bitch! Ow!
You have the right to speak with an attorney and to have an attorney present during questioning. Hey, Mrs. Yeager, I don't want to arrest you. All I want you to do is tell me where you get your stuff, and I'll leave you alone. I'll leave your house. That's all I need to know. Come on. I'm sorry about the window. I don't like coming to people's house and disrupting their lives. All I need you to do is tell me where you buy your stuff.
You think you can get away with this? Are you
What's your problem? Come over here. I'm gonna tell you about your damn kid. And what do you do?
Damn it, get your hands off me.
around your damn living room. Somebody help me. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Get the help you. Thank you. Now take her. Go. Get her. Get her out of here.
Christ, I can't let you go anywhere without me, can I?
Yeah, that was a world-class ass-kicking.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that. I thought that was pretty cool. Like I hadn't seen too many women fighting like that. That was in was that in the 1990s or something? It was a long time ago.
Late 80s, early 90s. I mean, Whoopi Goldberg is super skinny there and everything.
Yeah.
Women,
She
all
looks
the
a lot
white women have
different now.
big hair.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. You see the color purple? Did you ever see that movie?
No, it's a chick
You
flick.
never saw
No,
it?
I never really watched that.
Oprah Winfrey.
I know. I know
Oprah
of it,
Winfrey.
yeah, but I never
yeah.
really watched it.
She gets into a fight in that movie too. She's a big woman in that movie.
Oh.
She made the mistake of getting into a fight with a white man.
Oh no.
They got her back for that. That was pretty ugly.
Wow. I remember her in Whoopi Goldberg. Some other cop film where she was pretty good. Thief or something like that. I can't remember the name, but so long ago.
Oh. Yeah, I don't remember the name of that. And then we have the other clip involving Katharine Hepburn. That's kind of funny. That's it got Charles Bronson in it.
Yeah, an early
This is
Charles
way
Bronson, and you won't be able to see it, but as soon as you hear the voice, you'll know who it is. You know who all these people are.
Which one of you belongs to this?
That's Chuck Connors.
Where'd you get it, Kronsky? From the lady.
Yeah, Connors, the rifleman.
Where'd you get it?
In the head, that's where, and I want to make a complaint.
Settle
That's
down,
Bronson.
we'll get to that. Now, which one of you wants to report bodily injury?
Nothing.
Me. Look at that. Let's see that. And what do you think I got that?
Okay.
Internal injuries.
All right. What happened? Anybody?
This woman blew her top, that's all.
Did you see the whole thing?
I sure did.
Can I say a word, Captain?
You bet.
Just one word.
Spencer Tracy.
I don't think anybody wants to make a big thing out of this, Captain. As a matter, we all know each other. These two gentlemen and I, we do business together.
What kind of business?
Well, you see, the three of us, we own her.
The three of you?
Yeah, sure. She's our lady athlete. Very well known, Captain. We got her entered in a tournament down here tomorrow.
I know.
Yeah, and we had this little disagreement, a kind of a misunderstanding. Why don't you just forget about the whole thing?
What about this thing? Want me to forget this thing, too?
No, sir.
Just show me what happened.
What's the point?
I'd like to see what happened.
Well, we were standing over by the car, the three of us, just talking.
And where were you?
I was in the middle, where I usually am.
And you?
I was up on the porch.
All right, so you were in the middle. Get in the middle. And you on the porch. Stay over there. Now, you three stand there arguing.
So we were arguing. They came up behind me there.
In self-defense. Yeah, this guy here with the glasses on, he started like he's going to throw a punch.
I got kind of excited.
That was when
Ernest
I ran
Borgnine.
down.
Yeah, like Count Fleet, he ran down there.
What happened to your
Is that Ernest?
punch?
I never threw no.
No, he didn't get the chance to.
What happened when you got there?
Well, the first thing, I disengaged this fellow.
How?
Well, sort of like, I'm sorry.
Let go of me, let go of me. What am I around here? I'm going to kill someone around here. Am I a sack of potatoes around here or something?
And what were you doing all this time?
Just what I'm doing now.
Nothing?
What else was there to do?
Then what?
Well, I am very sorry about this, and I should like to apologize to this gentleman for doing it.
Doing what?
For throwing away his eyeglasses.
She sure did.
Well, I couldn't think of anything else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went down to hunt for them, and I turned, sort of to lead Mr. Conover away.
To lead me? I thought you were going to carry me.
Go ahead.
Then the little one came toward Mike.
No, I come toward you.
Well, anyway, Mike started toward him.
Yeah, I came at you, you remember?
But I pushed him out of the way.
What did you do that for?
Well, I didn't want him to get hurt.
No, she didn't want me to get hurt, you see.
Then I think I took this little one by the wrist.
Go away from me. Yeah, she grabbed him by the wrist and went halfway down like this, see? So she took the jack out of his hand and looked at it and clonked him right on the head. Then he fell the rest of the way like this.
And what were you doing all this time?
Just watching.
I hope you fellas have been on the ball here. You could learn something.
She's okay.
There are...
Classic Hepburn. Now, was that Ernest Borgnine there?
No, I don't think so.
You know,
it was another fat guy, but it wasn't Ernest Borgnine.
Okay, 'cause some glimpses of him, it looks like it, and some it doesn't, so I was having trouble there.
But it was Charles Bronson and Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn and Chuck Connors.
Chuck Connors.
Charles Bronson
Quite
really.
a little who's who. Yeah.
Charles Bronson was a lot. He seemed like such a little, insignificant character there compared to his other movies where he's, a tough guy.
Oh, dude, that's like must be his first movie. He's so young there.
Yeah, that was 1952.
Yeah, must be like his first movie.
Yeah.
George Cukor.
And Spencer Tracy, I've seen him in a movie where he was more of a tough guy. He can play. He's good at he can assume different roles very well. But in this movie, she was the tough one. He was a very wimpy.
Well, the Bells of St. Mary's. Is he a tough guy?
He was a tough guy in Bad Day at Black Rock. Did you see that movie?
Yeah, it rings a bell.
That was the movie with Ernest Borgnine in it.
Okay.
And that's where he beat up Ernest Borgnine in that fight.
Uh-huh.
We played that fight on our show.
Oh, that's right.
You remember that?
It's all coming back to me now.
It's a great fight. It takes place in this diner, and Ernest Borgnine's trying to bait him and everything, and he puts ketchup in his chili, and just really baits him into a fight. And then, boy, does he get his ass kicked!
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
Here, since it's also the December show, December to Remember, we've got Andrew Dice Clay reading a few poems.
Oh yeah, we gotta play. Let's play the Andrew Dice Clay clip.
Eating occurred some way. Long came a Spidey, sat down beside, he said, "Hey, what's in the bowl, bitch?" Oh! Jack and Jill went up the hill, both with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Oh! That fucking whore. Little boy Blue, he needed the money. Oh! Three blind mice, see how they run. Where the fuck are they going? Was there no lady lived in a shoe? She had so many kids, a uterus fell out. Oh, you're unbelievable. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, trim that pussy, it's so damn hairy. Oh. Oh, Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her old dog a bone. She bent over, Rover took over. Oh! Exactly. You know, that's pretty good. I fucked her. Yeah, well, that's pretty good because... You fucking guys are unbelievable. You're a gnome now, pal. Yeah, right, sit down. All right, Snapperhead, beautiful. It's the type of guy that goes down on a chick all night and goes to work without washing his face. No, you know, I dug that. That's good, because you did your homework, you studied, you learned the lines. But you see, I also keep working. And I put together a few new poems. Well, stick these in your pocket, all right? Little Jack Horner sat in the corner eating a pizza pie. He shit pepperoni, blew his friend Tony, wiped his mouth on his tie. They get better. They get fucking better. Mary had a little lamb she kept in her backyard. When she took her panties off, his woolly dick got hard. Georgie Porgy pudding and pie jerked off in his girlfriend's eye. When her eye was dry and shut, Georgie fucked that one-eyed slut. Oh, you want poems? I got fucking poems. Little Bo Peep fucked a sheep, blew a horse, licked his feet. She ate his ass so very nice, tongued his balls not once but twice. Hickory dickory dock, some chick was sucking my cock. The clock struck 2, I dropped my goo, I dumped the bitch on the next block. Oh! End of story.
Yes, the great Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew. That's his real name, Andrew Birnbaum, I think. Or Andrews. Is that? Do you know whether that's right, Brian? I think he's got a fake name.
Oh yeah. I think his real name is Rosenbaum or Rathcliffe or something like
that. Something Jewish.
Oh yeah. Of course. All the greatest comedians are.
Sure. Yeah. His mother is having a heart attack.
Italian.
Well, he plays Italian.
Yeah.
I mean, that's they're so similar. You know, remember Lisa Lampanelli on Italians and Jews?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, she was funny. She gave it to the Jewish guys too. I remember that.
Yeah, she complained about their schmeckles, but.
Sorry, Lisa.
Yeah, you go against stereotype there, do you, Chab Dog? Is that your claim?
What's that?
You go against type?
Well, I just, I think it's not fair to paint people of a certain race or persuasion with a broad brush like that.
Yeah.
It's very inexact.
Except for black guys, they're really happy. Oh yeah, no, they got big hammers.
There was a Jewish guy on the tennis team at Yale, and I mean that guy's thing was strapped to his ankle. It was ridiculous. And I mean, I never got over that in the locker room, seeing that. That was just shocking.
Wow, how much did you have to pay a therapist to deal with that?
Over the years, I paid a lot of money. I don't know if it did the job. I mean, just how does the Lord do that? It creates people with that kind of deformity. I don't know what woman would be with a guy like that.
Oh, well.
There's certain women that like, I guess, whatever. I won't go into it, but that didn't make a lot of sense when I saw that. That was just like, you ever seen something like that?
Not strapped to someone's ankle, no.
Not in real life. I mean, I've seen a few porns in my time.
Oh yeah, John Holmes and stuff. Yeah, it looked real.
I saw one of these like cheaply made ones, like old black and white 8mm back in the day.
Yeah, stag film stuff.
There's some black dude on there. It was like, it was like, two women had both their hands around it at the same time. Like, hey, like an elephant.
Or a big horse. Is that one of those channels? Is that on one of them channels you just got? Can we watch that too? Is that like CBS Extra?
What's going on over there with the cable package, Brian?
What's that?
So what's going on over there with the cable package?
Yeah, that's some cable package you got there.
Now that you got the TV to yourself there.
Yeah, this was back in like probably 78, 79. Some old dude's stag party or something.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, yep.
Bachelor party or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think the Republicans are getting nervous. They probably saw some of the. I thought I saw some polls come out on the Georgia race. Those polls probably have the Democrat winning by 5 points. So, it's getting pretty. The intensity level is ratcheting up.
Yeah, this whole stuff is getting like crazy stuff. It's wild. You probably saw the lady and the
Julie?
guy that were almost encouraging them not to vote as a protest because Trump didn't win, and say, well, that defeats the whole purpose.
That's really
that made a lot of sense. They had to shut that guy up.
Yeah,
because that's like the last thing that the Republicans need is to not vote.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, turn the Senate over. I mean, Trump doesn't care. He's not a Republican. He's not a Democrat. He's a one-man party. He's a one-man wrecking machine. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just in it for himself.
Yep. Yeah, it's so clear, nakedly clear now. And what's up with this week? You see that sidekick that Rudy Giuliani had this week in court? That blonde lady.
Oh, that blonde.
And he has to grab her. And says, "I'm not drunk." She's talking like she's out of her mind. I guess. Maybe she's not drunk. Maybe she's just schizophrenic or something. But and then Saturday Night Live was parodying them last night.
Which one? Sidney Powell?
She had that hair too.
Like, yeah, the blonde. She looked spitting image of that gal on Saturday Night Live.
Hearing with this shelled hair.
Yeah.
I don't remember this one. It's not that Jenna Ellis, is it?
Is that her? I didn't. I watched all 3 seconds of it before it was turned off.
Is she attractive?
If you like big blondes, I guess.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Not my stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it.
She looked like one of the actresses on Saturday Night Live or something.
Yeah, she looked a lot dead ringer for that gal who parodied her last night on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, the blonde that goes with Amy Poehler sometimes does a lot of stuff with Amy Poehler on Saturday Night Live.
Giuliani's sitting there like tapping her on the shoulder, like, "Hey, just calm down."
Yeah, exactly. She's mouthing off at the judge and mouthing off at other members in the court. It was crazy.
That was something else.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Well, here, we've got another clip of Nixon here. Here's what Trump should have done.
Mr. President. Sir, Congress is considering 4 articles of impeachment.
Yeah. For what? They're very serious charges.
For what?
Sir.
First, abuse of power.
Yeah. Oh.
Second, the obstruction of justice.
Yeah, what else?
Third, the failure to cooperate with the Congress.
Yeah.
And last, bombing Cambodia, sir.
They can't impeach me for bombing Cambodia. The president can bomb anybody he likes.
Well,
Anybody you
win
like.
that one, sir, but the other three...
Hey, you know, Fred, they sell tickets.
It's wrong.
They sell tickets to an impeachment like a damn circus. Okay, so they're impeaching me. Well, fuck them. Yeah, it's just a matter of mathematics. Yeah, how many votes do we have in the Senate?
About a dozen.
A dozen? Is that gonna half of them elected? Okay, so I got the South and Goldwater and his boys. I'll take my chances in the Senate.
Yes, we should.
This damn thing.
Well then, sir, we'll have to deal with the possibility of removal from office, loss of pension, possibly.
Hours boot.
Yes.
Possibly even prison.
Yeah. Well, plenty of people did their best writing in prison. Like Gandhi, Lenin.
That's right.
What I know about this country, I could rip it apart. So if they want a public humiliation, that's what they'll get.
Yes, they will.
I will never resign this office. Never. What the fuck am I? What's in there?
The POWs and their families, the event.
So, I'm supposed to be...
Compassionate, grateful.
Proud?
Sir?
Proud of them.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Fire him.
Who?
Cox, Archibald Cox. Fire him. That's...
But, sir, he works for the Attorney General. Only Richardson can fire him.
May I echo my concern here, sir? Really?
Then tell Richardson to fire him.
Richardson won't do that, sir. He'll resign.
Hell, he will. Fire him, too. If you have to go all the way down to the janitor of the Justice Department, fire that son of a bitch.
He's asked for it.
Mr. President, may I just say something, sir? I think that you should welcome this subpoena.
Why?
Well, sir, the tapes can only prove that Dean was a liar, right?
That's right, sir.
Well, there's more. There's more than just me. You can't break my boy. Even though it's ended. You can't admit even to yourself when it's gone. You think those POWs in there did? Now, there's some people, and we both know them, Al, think you can go stand in the middle of the bull ring and cry, mea culpa, while the crowd is hissing and booing and spitting on you. But a man doesn't cry. I don't cry. You don't cry. You fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
That's probably the stuff that Ben Roethlisberger is telling the team as well.
Oh.
Big boys don't cry.
We're 11-0, baby. We don't have to do a mea culpa.
Oh, Cleveland just went up 24-7 over Tennessee. They're looking good. They've got, I tell you, they're tuning up for Pittsburgh.
That's crazy, man. I just don't know what to say. Is Cleveland really that good? Wow.
You know, no, but you know, you got a
pointed
week or
out
two.
that, yeah, somebody pointed out they got the same record as like Green Bay.
Yeah,
I know they do.
They're putting together putting together a very impressive season, and they're winning close, just like Pittsburgh is, and they're playing opposition similar to Pittsburgh as well. Sometimes better. I have to look at the schedule and see.
Yeah, well, they are. They're
some
getting
more
the
winning
benefit
teams.
of the NFC East again.
Mm-hmm.
And they're taking full advantage of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but everybody does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think they played
today.
some more.
They're playing the Raiders too, and the Raiders look like they took the day off. Or no, the Raiders are playing the Jets. I'm sorry.
Yep. Well, they're currently down 13-7.
Hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the Raiders.
Bears up 16-6 over the Lions.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of time left in that game. But at least the Bears have some semblance of an offense today.
So Brian, have you ever had a McRib before?
Oh yeah.
In your life? Yeah.
I love those things.
Because they're back this week, you know.
Yeah, just got me thinking about it. picked about the other day.
Really?
Why do they bring them back in the middle of December or in early December? Is that rib time?
No, yeah, they've done it in
It
February.
just became a tradition of theirs. Something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those deals where they periodically bring it back, and then it's just kind of weird. Like I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to when they decide to bring it back.
And I just made it a tradition about 20 years ago or so to come out late November, December.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I mean, you can like buy frozen ones at the store 24/7, you know.
Oh, you can actually find them?
Yeah, well, they're not called ribs. They're just, what are they, barbecued pork sandwiches or something?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the same? In your experience, are they identical?
Piece of pork.
Oh, yeah. They make
not quite
they
the
form a
same.
bone, too.
Yeah.
I mean, they put pickles on theirs.
I don't know what McDonald's does. Yeah, I don't know what McDonald's does, but theirs is better than the frozen one.
Okay, so they're not the same.
As a matter of fact, I can have them delivered.
Subway had a rib thing going for a while that I liked, but then they phased it out. It didn't stay.
Yeah, well, that and Jared, they had to get rid of the stuff that doesn't work right.
Is this boneless or?
Yeah,
because I'm not the typical customer.
Yeah, Jared from Subway. I know you like. Yeah, I can't ever think of Subway sandwiches without thinking about child abuse.
Oh,
that's like forever. They should just close down.
That's too much guilt by association. I eat at Subway like 3 times a week.
Well, hey, I mean, if Jared from Subway, I mean, there must be some redemption in him somewhere that you see. Something you cheer for there.
Yeah, so. I think I forced myself. But they really have the best price point for most things for lunch. And if I want a sandwich, I don't want a decent sandwich.
Yeah, they do.
$9.
Semi-monthly, me and the wife and kid would get. They'd have over here. They have one where you get 3 footlongs for like $18.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the value, yeah. So you get value, you get good choice. You don't get judged if you're into child molesting. I mean, there's a lot of positives there.
Yeah.
It's a free cookie Tuesday, free molestation Wednesday. I mean, they got a lot of specials there.
Yeah, I'm going to get McRib tonight, so you made up my mind.
Okay. Well, you got to, can you do us a favor? When you have it, because we're going to interview you next week about the experience, because I'm going to guarantee you I'm not having one probably for the rest of my life. What about you, Chab Dog? Are you going to hit McDonald's and try one?
Not for dinner, no. I've had it a few times in the last year, but I never feel too good about myself after I do it.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like a few other things that I'd rather not talk about that I've done in my life that I wish I didn't think about after I did.
Because one of my wife's favorite meals, just get the regular hamburger, small fries, and a Coke.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah, the McDonald's.
The regular hamburger?
The plain hamburger is a winner because you get ketchup, you get pickles. It's a fine sandwich.
Yeah, but one of them's not going to do it for me.
No, I mean, we need like 3 of them, but...
she was a little lady, so that was
I'm a
fine.
pig.
She always told me that I always like, yeah, you want to go out to dinner, or you want to do this? And no, because I'm a cheap date.
Mhm. Yeah, that's nice when your woman doesn't eat a lot, then you save money on food.
Well, I'm sure on liquor as well. I'm sure 2 drinks and she'd be on the floor, right?
Probably. She wasn't much of a drinker after. Back in the young days, we were we were going at it.
I kind of don't. I never really understood that, like how women can. There are a lot of women that just don't eat a lot, and like I couldn't survive like that. I don't know how you train yourself to do that.
Like just different wiring.
It's just willpower.
Well, maybe a little.
Which I
Yeah,
don't have.
it's no one has that much willpower. It's just different wiring, different setup. So we're hitting 11 o'clock. Let's review the morning games
All
here.
Yeah, let's go over the scores, and then we're gonna. I guess we'll call it a day. And we've got a lot of football left, but let's go through the scores.
Okay. So
How
Cleveland,
badly we're doing.
Cleveland 24, Tennessee 7 with 11:24 to go in the second quarter. The Jets 13, Las Vegas 7 with 6:58 to go, and the Jets just turned the ball over, so Las Vegas has the ball. Got Jacksonville, Minnesota. Minnesota has the ball, but Jacksonville has the lead 9-0 with 3:37 to go before the half.
Way to go, Minnesota! Really impressed with you.
The Bengals, are leading 7-3 here with 10 minutes to go in the second quarter.
What the hell is going on with Miami?
I know. Well,
What Fitzpatrick's not. He's playing like Allen in Hangover.
maybe. And we got
Actually, Tua's playing.
Oh,
Tua's
Tua's
playing.
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they're off to a slow start.
Not doing much.
Oh, we have a score alert. Minnesota just scored a touchdown, so now it's going to be 9-7 here in a moment.
Okay.
Colts are up
Return to
14-10.
normal.
That's more like it.
Colts are up 14-10 over Indianapolis with 11 minutes to go before the half. Chicago up 16-6 over Detroit with 4.5 minutes to go in the half. And rounding out the morning's games, the Falcons are down 4 points to the Saints. Saints 7, Falcons 3 with 7:40 to go.
Yeah, that's looking like the Saints squeaked that out. Matt Ryan must be having a down day or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing a better
Taysom actually threw a touchdown pass.
Wow.
First time.
Okay. See if he can do it again.
He won two games without a touchdown pass.
Wow.
Well, he broke his drought. All right, well, it was another good show. Had a lot of fun, and I think we'll go out with some
rock and roll one.
Which one do you want to go out with? I was going to go out with. We could go out with.
I love
Buffalo
the. Yeah, we
Springfield
did Buffalo
if you want.
Springfield last week. Let's do it again. This time for the same
All
album,
right.
the Buffalo Springfield again.
I
It's
sent you one for the Buffalo Springfield, so you can play that one.
please. I love this song. All right.
All right, Brian. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for Brian Keller at Sports Rock. Check that out on Facebook. It's a great site, and have a lot of fun with that. I'll hold my breath on the picks this week. Thank you, Eric the Well-Read Sove, for another excellent production job. Love doing the show with you, and having a great week. Okay. And thank you, Ben Serenana, for calling in. I'd like to have you back on. And hope everybody's teams do well today. And
Yeah, thank you guys. It's always fun. Always a nice Sunday morning.
yeah. Rock and roll woman.
There's a woman that you ought to know, and she's coming, singing soft and low, singing rock and roll. She's a joy to know. The shadow of her soothing hand, I'm free there just to make my plans, dream of faraway land, anything close at hand. follow me.